chanting OpTic Pred, and I knew it was checking.
It was checking, baby.
Welcome, first and foremost. Can we get a fucking W, Spam?
Let's fucking go. Let's get some W's, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We're better. We got a lot in store. This is a preseason show, so obviously things kick off on Friday, and then normal shows will come back on Sundays just like we had it. Some new things, some tweaks, obviously, and of course we'll take your guys' feedback as we go, but very excited. We're going to be talking rosters.
We got a long season.
We got a 1v2, so we have an interview a little later on. We got the fan favorite rapid fire. I'm going to beat that ass.
Yeah, we got a rapid fire in line for you guys today. We're also we've been brainstorming some other like game shows that we can do during the breakdown, because like obviously we want the show to be centered around the CDL, but we also want to have some fucking fun with it. Yeah. And I think rapid fire is like the perfect thing. So rapid fire staying. We've also been brainstorming a couple new like just fun segments that we could do throughout the show. But Zin, start us off. I mean, the show today again, it's going to be very laid back.
It's chill, man. We're basically having a conversation. First and foremost, can I get a little W spam in here one more time? It feels good to be back. This is the longest off season we've ever had, especially being on this side of things. Obviously, this time last year we were both prepping to get out there and compete. So definitely a different feeling this time around, right? Seeing all these teams. I just walked in and watched the boys scrim for a bit. It's a different feeling not going into a year like prepping like that, right? Getting ready for a season. We're getting ready for it in a different capacity. So
I walked in there earlier and I saw them scrimming, and like they just finished the map and they were talking about it, and I was like, all right, let me I just dapped them all up real quick, and I was like, don't let me interrupt. Like, y'all keep talking. Yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
It's a weird feeling, but it's been long. Obviously, it's been long for us, but it's been long for you guys. Probably too long. Hopefully, going forward, we have a shorter off season, because I feel like 5 months drags out. I mean, definitely content got a little stale, but nonetheless, we're back. CDL kicks off. To answer this question early on, when I say that we don't know what we're streaming on, it's because we genuinely don't know. We don't have any insider info. Like, a lot of the times we would lie and say like, oh, we genuinely have not a fucking clue.
We have no idea. So,
zero. The watch party's back. The watch party's better. We have some cool upgrades.
That shit's going to be on Peacock at this rate.
So we're not sure what it's going to be on, but
it's fucking going to be on Peacock.
Wherever it's going to be fun.
Yeah. We'll have fun with it regardless. I mean, most people are anticipating it to either be on Twitch or YouTube. We just don't fucking know.
Listen.
And again, usually we do know.
It's kind of shocking that we don't know. I mean, just to speak candidly, it's a little upsetting that we're so in the dark. Not only us, but everybody. I mean, my hope is that there's no announcement, because there is no announcement. Hopefully there's no announcement because it's just staying the same, right? It's on Twitch, YouTube, maybe streamed on both.
Also, let's give a shout out. We have a new hire. We got CDL Pal now running our Breakdown Twitter.
Yep.
And socials.
Pal, welcome.
So
welcome, bud.
We got the CDL Pal.
Yep. Shout out to Riley behind the computer over there in your room, of course. Right. It feels good to get back in the swing of things. Long off season. We had some roster changes. Right. We had some rebrands.
Yeah. Let's hop into that. Let's start getting into it. Let's start breaking that shit down. Yeah. Perhaps.
Yeah. I mean,
who do you want to start with?
Well, first things first. Today, which is new, G2 and Rocker have kind of merged together. And
That's right.
Version 1, the parent company of Rocker, announced that they're no longer fielding any competitive teams or anything. So G2 has full operational control of the Rocker spot. So G2 is essentially entering the league, taking over. It sucks to see, and I also want to shout out Rocker too, because they are one of the few.
Rocker built a great fan base.
I don't want to say few organizations, but like Brett Diamond and Midnight, like I really liked their transparency. Like they were very good for the league, and they were also very candid and blunt about the way things were going. Like I remember Brett released a video or a statement about how finances aren't going too well. Like I think that type of transparency is really cool to see. So shout out to Rocker for doing what they did, right? They really cared. They hosted those watch parties in Minnesota and I believe Wisconsin as well.
People were showing out to them and they were loving it, man. They'd always have a bar, and dude, it's hard to build like a culture like that inside of a team. And just have like people love coming together and watching them. They did it. They were one of the few teams that actually like did a really good job of that. So I'll give them props.
They did their absolute best to build a home fan base. Like there's a lot of, I guess, controversy right now around the CDL and the model and what was attempted. What we can say about Rocker is they tried their absolute best to build a good fan base, and I think they did. Like, shout out to Rocker for all that they did, and obviously G2 coming in. Hopefully, things continue on the up and up for them.
Let's start with some of the roster changes. What team you want to start with?
Well,
I mean, pretty much everybody made changes.
Yeah, so a lot of changes.
You want to start with our team first?
We're gonna rank some. We're gonna rank some teams going on later. So we're not gonna rank them right now. But yeah, so we had a lot of changes. Obviously, I think the biggest were the OpTic and
Let's
the phase
talk about
changes.
the top 4 first. I mean, those are the changes everyone cares about. I mean, chat. We'll ask you guys again. We've kind of already talked about this, but who do you guys think truly won the offseason roster mania? Most people said Toronto.
I think Toronto.
Envoy for Hicksy.
1-for-1 player. I think Toronto probably made the biggest upgrade, but I feel bad for Hicksy because I still hold the opinion that I think it's absolutely unacceptable.
I'm seeing a lot of phase too, which I could agree with. I mean, Austin's such like a good like leader of a team though.
Yeah.
But I guess Draws definitely has that like killer mentality, and he can also like you can just tell the way he is, how much he plays. Like, you can just tell.
I'm not sure if you agree with me, but first off, I think our change getting Pred is crazy. Like, I think people maybe underestimate the move because it was so expected, maybe. Like, Pred joining OpTic has been a thing for so long where I feel like it wasn't as shocking as, like, Envoy to Ultra, for example. You know what I mean? Like, Envoy to Ultra, no one expected Toronto to really make a change.
The reason why I would say Toronto as well is because, like, I mean, Pred for Kyler, like, dude, Kyler was fucking frying last year. Like, that's why I would say Toronto, you know? Because, like, yeah, you could say Pred probably better than Kyler last year throughout the whole season, just by a little bit though. But like Envoy for Hicksy, like Dylan is like a top caliber sub in the league, and Hicksy, I just liked Hicksy's intangibles on the map. Hicksy was a really like team oriented player. You could tell in his gameplay, he'd play his life, make people overextend. Like, I really like that coming out of a player. So we'll see how Toronto meshes with Dylan and for Hicksy. But I think that they obviously won roster mania, in my opinion as well. A lot of people agree.
Toronto's scary, man.
Yeah, Toronto's I mean, the top 4 are all scary.
Very scary. And also, I also just want to say one more time, like, I feel terrible for Hicksy. I think it's unacceptable that you can play second at champs and win a tournament and find yourself in challengers. Like, I think that guy got fucked over the most out of any single player that was playing professionally last season. So they have a European God squad. It's like Hicksy, Bance, Beans, and Nasty. Like, there's an argument for every single one of those players to not be in challengers, and like that is a pro team playing in challengers. So I just wanted to shout out Hicksy and those guys because I genuinely feel awful because in no way, shape, or world should anybody win a tournament, play second at champs, and find themselves in challengers. It's unacceptable.
People are saying P-Dog.
Priesta got screwed.
Priest he didn't just get screwed.
Listen, I think
insane.
From the outside looking in, we don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
At first, it was like contract rumors about Priesta, and the guys, we've obviously talked about this stuff, but this is like our first official like breakdown, so we're gonna be repeating things we discussed online. So bear with us. At first, it was contract stuff with Priesta, and a lot of people are like, oh, the contract didn't make sense. The reality of it is this: if the New York players wanted Priesta on the team, he would have been on the team. They would have figured out the contract stuff. Priesta would have ultimately held his tongue, or however you want to put it, and signed for less money if it meant playing with that team, because that team is set to make probably, again, a lot of money in prize money. So they just wanted to make that change. They wanted Sib. I think baseline, it looks like they saw other teams upgrading in slang power and just overall talent, and they didn't want to feel left behind, and that's the way it looks. But winning champs and winning 3 tournaments, one being champs and getting dropped it's also unacceptable. So it's luckily for Priesta, I do think he found himself in the best position outside of it. Like, I think Boston's our 5th best team. We'll rank them later on.
Yeah,
but
they got what? Cap, Snoopy, Priest, and Slasher. I mean,
I do feel bad for him,
dude. I feel like the floor of the CDL was raised this year from last year.
Yeah,
and I would say like the mid and lower tier teams, at least from watching scrims early on, I would say the floor has risen again. I mean, we keep talking about how every year over year, it feels like the talent pool is going up and up and up for the CDL, which makes sense. People want to be in the league. People, with the challengers and all that good stuff. The system just makes people better. And you can see that because the CDL has increasingly got harder and harder every single year.
Yeah.
And I think this year is going to be fucking insane. I mean, there's a couple teams that might get slammed, but for the most part, like Carolina, for instance. We were watching them scrim at the start of the year, and they look great.
Well, the good thing, and I think the way this goes is you'll notice in the beginning of the year, like a lot of teams putting in more time, like Carolina, for example, you can kind of compare them to Vegas last year, where Clay's team was so ahead last year that they were kind of dominant in the beginning, winning all their scrims. The way Call of Duty kind of goes is the reason talent ends up winning at the end of the year for the most part is because everybody sort of plays the game the same way towards the end of the year. Like Respawn has kind of played the same. Like everything's sort of fine-tuned and everyone starts playing the same, and that's why talent ends up winning ultimately towards the end of the year. So some of these quote-unquote lesser teams have an advantage here in the beginning if they're putting in more time because teams are going to be ahead. They're going to know a different spawn or a different way to break hills.
Yeah. I want to ask your opinion on Miami right now. What do you think of that team? Because Journey, Lucky, I've been playing against those guys for a long, long time.
They are
into
good.
The CWL, like they're finally getting their shot.
Well, my honest opinion? Looking at the 12 CDL teams, I think Miami Heretics are the biggest sleeper team on this list.
Really? I disagree.
I think the Heretics, it was kind of out of sight, out of mind, where it's like no one liked playing Heretics because they always brought a different style of play. They're very aggressive. They have pop-off players, and a lot of people are sort of underrating them because you just don't hear a lot about these players because the CDL was so NA dominated. Like getting visas and all this shit was so hard to sort that this is our first time having the Spaniards back.
You want to know mine?
Yeah, sure.
My biggest sleeper team this year, going into it, Seattle.
Okay, yeah, I disagree. But hey, that's all right. We're allowed to each have
we can both disagree with each other.
Team. I think
Seattle is a sleeper this year, man. Kyler, I think, dude, people did not give Kyler enough credit for how good he was playing last year, in my opinion, man. He was the best sub for like two stages, I would say. He was insane for 2 stages last year, bro.
Well, I guess the reason I don't see them as super what I mean by like the biggest sleeper team is that no one talks about Heretics. I feel like Surge is at least talked about a little more because you have a player like Alec who's...
I don't think so.
It's Alec. You have Inder who's coming back. Okay, I'm going to be very blunt about Seattle. No, if Inder is not fully healthy, it's a bad thing. We don't know if he's fully healthy.
I think he finally is. Because this year we saw him
but there's no way to know until we see him play.
We saw him in the preseason search tournaments though, and dude, it felt like they were winning all of them. Yeah. It felt like they were winning, not all of them, but like the mid like off-season tournaments, they were frying. The Cold War ones, all that stuff, and then like the gunfight tournament was kind of trolly, but like they've been winning a decent amount of those like kickoff / early preseason tournaments.
They have a gross search team.
Yeah.
Because, like, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Seattle's bad. I'm just saying the reason I think Miami's the bigger sleeper team is because nobody knows anything about them anymore. Like, I feel like the last time Heretics were talked about were like Black Ops 4, and that was pre-CDL. So since the CDL has begun, the Spaniards haven't even been in the conversation, and I think the reason everyone sort of, I guess, is underwriting them is because no one really understands or knows. Maybe you're new or they haven't been talked about in a long time. Like, no one knows what Heretics are about to bring, and that's what makes them scary, I guess.
Yeah. No, you're right about their play style, though. Playing them in the past, they were, like, ultra aggressive at all times, and I mainly played against them in BO4. Those guys didn't stop. So I'm interested to see if they carry that play style into the league and if it works.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what other teams are, like, hyper-aggressive right now? Like, just always fucking flying at you.
Can we bring up that
I guess
the list of all the rosters again?
Our team was fucking super hyper-aggressive last year.
Yeah. I think we go in order from, like, left column, middle column, and right column. Just breeze over these teams real quick so we can just talk about sort of the players and
go for it.
The players they changed out. So to answer your question real quick about the super hyper-aggressive teams, I think Heretics are up there. I'm looking at all these teams.
I mean, honestly, Reese Vivid was literally king speed last year. That guy did not fucking...
Linz is gross, too.
That guy didn't slow down, that man, Reese Vivid. He was just running at a brick wall over. I love it.
I mean, FaZe is, of course, going to be aggressive. I think FaZe got more aggressive compared to last year, right? Slasher's obviously a great textbook Call of Duty player, but moving Selim to main AR and having maybe a truer flex in Draza and the pace that Draza brings, I do think FaZe gets faster. Boston, I'm unsure because Snoopy's very fast.
Very.
Cap is fast, but Cap also fluctuates his pace to where he's not like a Snoopy always up in your face. Like, Cap is someone who's going to get really aggressive and then camp in a corner for 30 seconds.
People were comparing Snoopy to Shotzzy last year with his like play style. He's super flashy. He likes to try to like do some crazy shit on the map.
Yeah.
People were talking about Snoopy like Shotzi last year with his movement and his play style. So I'm excited to see him with the full year coming into the league.
I just got blue balls.
Was our special? There he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1v2.
You want to sit next to me or him?
He's sitting there. What's up, kid? Can we get a W read in the chat for Pred?
Yeah, start us off, Zen.
Yeah. So first and foremost, welcome to the show. Welcome to OpTic. Obviously, you were the talk of the offseason. You probably think you're a little better than you actually are. Where everyone was talking about you, right? You know, just to set the record straight.
Why can't you beat Zen, AG?
You have never fucking beat me, and you're lucky I retired because you'd be shitting your pants if I was still in the league.
The reason I haven't beaten you is simply not because of you. And
it's Teach.
Every single time I come on this show or I speak to you, always bring this shit up.
I have to.
He has to.
I can't live it down.
Terry is my kryptonite.
Pre-recorded? This is not pre-recorded. You want me to fucking do a somersault right now? I mean, goodness, it's not pre-recorded. We are live right now.
Oh, it's good.
AG just got done with scrims.
Yeah, we just got scrims, man.
So, yeah, let's actually talk about that. I think people have been interested in your guys' scrims so far. Obviously, you guys streamed one day of scrims. You guys played who? Don Dada and...
we played...
Was it Clay's team?
Carolina and Don Dada, yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about how scrims have been going, the vibe in the practice room, just whatever comes off your mind about how scrims are so far.
Well, honestly, like obviously that day when we streamed, I literally landed from London that day. We played Carolina like that night. I literally just got off the plane and landed and we played. So it was just hilarious. I didn't even know what the hills were and stuff. But from that day till now, like today we scrimmed. I'm not going to say who we scrimmed, but let's just say we didn't end up finishing the scrim because
they were slamming.
They were getting smoked.
I know who they were scrimming.
I do as well.
But no, like I said, it's just early days. You know, the game's been out for what, like 2 weeks now. So it's just early days. You know, everyone's just. I don't know. Has it?
No, it's been more than 2 days, bro.
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, it's been more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, the game came out.
The game came out on the 10th.
Like 3.5 weeks ago.
But we started scrimming.
It's been like 25
weeks ago.
Since we've scrimmed.
Yeah.
We missed a week. Yeah, no, we've been just, you know, because we're a new team. We're all different. Like, we're just trying to, like, understand how to play with each other and stuff like that. So for us, it's obviously a bit more of a learning process. But honestly, like, today's scrims were probably one of the best days we've had. So it's a good news for us. So,
let me just say, if you went on any social media platform and gassed up them losing scrims on day one, do you know how fucking bored you had to be?
I mean, dude, people do that in everything.
Like, you know how bored you have to be to go gas that up, dude?
Yeah.
People do that in everything.
Game
Every sport.
one, just gas up the first scrim fresh off London flight.
Yeah, I cannot believe you got off the plane and
started scrimming.
Who called the let's stream today?
I think I did.
That's insane.
I literally said watching. I tweeted out watching OpTic scrims, but then I was actually playing. So that's why we did it. It was just for honestly, it was a troll. Like we did it just more for just to go live. Like,
we did it to troll.
Yeah, just to go live troll. We just played for the trolls. But
okay.
But yeah, no, that I saw a lot of people tweeting out, oh my god, Carolina, they look insane. Like they're smoking OpTic, like OpTic. Oh my god.
Well, they look pretty good against other teams as well. Wasn't
yeah,
it just
yeah,
y'all?
no, but they started screaming the day the game came out.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, no, honestly,
that's the Clayster special.
Yeah, that's typical.
Shout out Eubanks, man. He's 31 and still kicking.
I know,
that's impressive.
It's typical. It's
31.
31's old, man.
His gears, bones are rusty and shit.
When did he first start competing? Like, what year was it?
Clay's
like
an OG.
Clay's
like 2008, 2009,
probably
like COD 4.
MW2, right?
Damn.
Was
maybe
he
COD 4?
He's on
COD 4,
AOX
MW2,
with like
yeah.
Nex and Prof in them.
Damn.
I want to rewind though and talk about like just baseline off season because obviously like you had decisions to make. You had some offers. It's weird how long it's been. It's been like 5 months since the initial talks were happening. So I guess walk us through the initial process, I guess, of like you joining OpTic, like getting the offer, saying no to other teams. Like how did it feel, I guess, to finally be able to join up? Obviously there was a lot of drama around you trying to come over from Seattle.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
I
Clay's
guess
in the chat.
just walk us through it.
No, honestly, it's kind of like it was like a weird thing because like throughout the season, I feel like everyone just thought I was going to OpTic. Everyone always knew like he's going to OpTic. Like everyone, it was just always like that. I mean, I was walking out on stage for two majors and I was just getting chants like every
I felt
time.
so bad
and
for
I
our
was
players at the time.
Yeah, it was so like weird because like
I felt so bad for Kyler.
Oh,
he would walk
no,
on.
it checked him. It checked
They
him
checked me.
so
They
hard.
started
Bro.
chanting
They were
OpTic Pred.
chanting OpTic Pred, and I knew it was checking.
It was checking me because it was just like such a weird thing. Because like even in sport teams, like no one's the Kansas City's not gonna be screaming at Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like it's just a checkable thing. Anyways, a tip about them because they checked the shit out. I had enough of my own teammates. I was tweaking. But anyways, like when the off season started, I obviously had like an idea of where I was gonna go. I knew like I was obviously getting approached from like a few different like teams and like stuff like them players and stuff like that. So for me, I was just keeping my options open and just trying to see what I was gonna do. But I always had like that, obviously like that sort of like leaning towards OpTic sort of thing. Because I mean, for me, it's always been coming over here and playing for this team. So once everything sort of settled out and like I spoke to like Hector and the players on the team and stuff like that. We just sort of was like a smooth process. Honestly, we just made it happen. And yeah, man, it was I'm happy to be here, man. I'm really happy.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you get out there, man.
Yeah.
And that kind of ties into the next question. But like so far, obviously you and Ant, different play styles for sure. Ant's flashy, jumping off of shit, 360 and people. You play like me a little bit. You like to sit in the you're like, like to be on that belly, get a guarantee.
Yeah.
So far, how's the chemistry been between you, just in scrims day to day? Because that one day that we saw y'all scrimming, you guys were laughing, having a great time, loving it. So
now the vibes in that team, honestly, like the vibes in that team are hilarious. I feel like that team is actually like probably like I've only been on one CDL team, but this team that I have right now is like it's actually hilarious. The vibes are good. When it comes to me and Ant, I feel like the way we play actually benefits us because, like I said, Ant is more of like that finesse, selfless. He will fly in. He'll make the team waste an extra 10 bullets just trying to kill him because he's just finessing the shit out of him. And for me, like, it benefits me because he's buying me time to get my guarantees, and I get my guarantee. Like, I don't know, it just works out. It works out really well, and I know that he's always gonna take that route. Like, if we get 3 dead or something, I know that he's already probably out getting us that next hill. So, like, for me, like, having him puts a lot of pressure off me to just focus honestly on more what I'm good at. So, the duo for me and him, it obviously works really well. So, it's good. Obviously, the only thing that kind of sucks is because the maps are so AR heavy,
dude.
Like, that's the only thing that, like, is annoying because, like, on, like, certain maps that we can use a sub on, you can actually see, like, how it works. But then there's some hills, like, we just have to run 4 AR. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's kind of annoying. But when we get to, use a sub and stuff, it's, we work well.
I have one more question. Sorry, Zen, I know you probably got one too,
good.
but
hey, man.
Who's the third AR?
I actually don't know.
Like, who's the main sub right now? Like, if you have 3 ARs on a hill, who's keeping the sub out?
No one. I think we
just had
4 ARs, dead ass, yeah.
Okay, bet. 4 ARs.
To be fair, it's not even because I don't think the AR is good, but I think the SMG is good. I just think the maps are so AR favored that the subs don't even have a chance on some hills because like the SMG and SMG fights is good as fuck. Like the gun is good.
Yeah,
everyone thinks the SMG sucks because the maps are just so power spot heavy. They're so cut heavy. You spawn on cuts, like for example on Invasion, when you're on the Palace Hill, when you spawn you're spawning dark cut. Other team is spawning A search.
Exactly.
You're just spawning up on a cut lane. So SMGs don't have a chance.
Heady, like on the bomb site,
you're just spawning and getting.
You don't
blown
pull an
away.
AR in those certain situations. It's like there's no point of you doing anything else.
Yeah.
So I think that's just the only thing. Like honestly, like you say, who's the main SMG? Like we honestly at times just have 4 ARs. And when we do pull a sub out, we both probably pull one out at the same time. So like that's just how the game is right now. Honestly.
Sure.
Yeah. What was it like? Because there was legitimately like, there was talks about Seth playing because AG wasn't going to be in America on time.
Yep.
And of course, when there's a visa issue or whatever it may be, you kind of have to discuss options.
There was a time where I thought I was going to have to play.
Have to strap up.
Like I thought I was going to have to get out there with the boys, and you know what? I was down.
That's typical out of you.
I mean, I texted Ant and I was like, "Yo, like if you're trying to scrim, I'm down." But it was like, but then they found out that you were getting here like 2 days later, and they were like, "Nah, we're not gonna scrim." And I was like,
"Fuck, you wanted to get
out?" I kind of wanted to stream like one day of scrims.
Oh my god,
that shit would have been lit.
Would have been crazy.
Yeah, that shit would have been lit.
So just walk us through it, like, because obviously that's stressful, because you're you're trying to get out here with the team and just get ready. And you're sitting there doing the Tour de Europe. You're in London and France.
Do you know what's funny, though? Do you know what's funny? In the podcast, you're like, oh, who does this guy think he is? DiCaprio just traveling the world. And you mentioned London. You know what's funny? You mentioned London in that podcast. Yeah. And I've never been to London. I'm like, dude, I haven't even been to London. And then 2 weeks later, I end up flying to London because of my visa thing.
London's dope, too.
It is. It's
London's
amazing.
a sick city.
But obviously it's stressful because the kickoff tournaments are very important, especially for a new team. You just want to get chem and like just practice stuff and learn the game. Honestly, just play the game. And obviously I came a week late. And obviously just going to London from Australia to London is actually the longest flight in the world.
Is it
Believe
actually?
it or not. Yeah, it's like
it's legit. The
legitimately
longest flight
longest
in the
flight
world.
ocean the whole time.
If you Google it, there's a direct flight from Perth to London that lasts 22 hours.
Yeah, fuck that.
I would be.
But I didn't do that. I went from Sydney to Dubai and then Dubai to London. So Sydney to Dubai was 14 hours and then Dubai to London was 8. So total 22 hours.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
Damn.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. And lucky I took my dad with me, and because my dad's a massive soccer fan. So we went and watched the English Premier League.
Oh, that's
that
it.
was cool. I got to at least I'm so happy my dad came with me, because if he wasn't, I would have been so bored and just would have been so me and him got to experience something new, which was good. So we made the most of the experience. But I was at 4 a.m. I think you guys were warming up for an S&D 20. I was in the Discord on my phone, just watching you guys.
Dude, those kickoffs.
Yeah.
I'm not built for it anymore, man. I was fucking dude, I was falling asleep at because I go to bed at probably 1.
Yeah.
When 5, 6 rolled around, I was just
you guys. I could tell you
bruh.
guys were one shot.
We made it to the finals against Toronto, dude. They played a 2v2. It was 10 a.m. and they played a 2v2 before they played us in finals.
I saw that. I was watching.
It was a one and done scrapyard.
Yeah, I watched it. I was watching that.
I was like, bro.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, it was a stressful experience. But obviously it was out of everyone's control. No one could have done anything about it. It's just what happened. I just had to go do it and got it done, and happily it went through well. And we're at least we're not behind now. We're caught up. So
that's good. Well, I mean, do we want to keep asking him questions, because he does have to go to dinner?
Yeah, no. AG has to go to a little team dinner, so we appreciate you hopping on. I mean,
wait. I got one more question though. Super quick one. Who's been the hardest team to play in scrims?
That's a good question. The hardest team to play in scrims, I would probably say, honestly, probably FaZe.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
I mean,
they're a good team.
That's always the tough
Have you
team
played
to beat.
everybody so far?
No. We haven't played the teams that we're playing coming up now, the New York, Minnesota. We haven't played them.
Makes sense.
We've played everyone else though. Majority of teams. FaZe has been probably the best scrim. I think we've scrimmed them 3 times. 3 times, yeah, or twice. I can't remember. 3 or twice. I think Benja and Nassim hosted one actually.
I can't wait to see that fucking matchup.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait. I think that matchup is the last match
of the
split, right?
Yeah.
It is, and then you go to LAN. Yeah, there comes Ant.
But yeah, nah. Yeah, they're probably the best team.
Damn.
Are you coming in here, man? Huh? What do you mean there's no seats?
I'm not
I mean,
sure
you can if you want. He's about to leave though. Oh shit. Wait, are you going to dinner too? You can sit down if you want for a second. Why not?
They were just asking about me and you. I was telling you that I bait the
duo.
shit out. I was telling you bait the shit out of me.
Shit was cute.
They're saying yacht.
Yo, my bad earlier, by the way.
I don't even care.
I literally
Wait,
I went live on his Twitch because I was on the PC out there, and I just hit go live because I thought you can put the stream key in, and then I was like, wait, why is my
I've never streamed on that setup though. That's why it's confusing.
I don't know. Your account was logged in on the Twitch or
can
on
we
the
all-
OBS.
I actually want to ask the chat a question. Chat, who in OpTic runs the most ads? Number 1 to 5, 1 to 4. No,
Nah,
1 to 4.
don't even do it, man.
No, I actually want to know who runs the most
Dude,
ads.
I heard you are crazy. I heard you're crazy.
Wait.
They're just gonna say me because they want to say me, bro.
They're saying me, and that's just a blatant lie. It's a blatant
Dude,
lie.
he goes crazy, bro.
12 minutes is insane.
You run 12 minutes.
Nah, I don't. He's
That
lying.
would be
No, I mean, that's
fucking
serious. I mean,
crazy.
I run 7.
You run 7.
What are you running? I know
See,
you're running
I run
7
less than
too.
that, and they're still saying
runs
me.
8. Aaron runs
I
8.
love chat. I only run 5 minutes an hour.
That is.
well, at least last month.
recommend-
No, that's what I run too.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, man.
That's what I run too. No, I actually, yeah, but
Oh
that's
my
crazy. That's fucking crazy. They just want to say me to say me. But Ant, hold on. We can keep going.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, who's been the most vocal in scrim so far for you guys?
Yeah, definitely Ken for sure.
Definitely Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Ken, and then I'd probably say me. Would you say me? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're vocal for sure.
Yeah.
And then AG's just fucking just.
Yo, I got 1 ant.
Yo, just say that. I'm flicking, bro.
Oh my god, what the fuck is the Betty doing, bro?
I'm like, all right,
On
bro,
the
I got
fucking
you.
Lamar tank.
Yeah, me and AG fuck around. We're always like, good play, buddy. That's a good play.
He actually said it to me once. I'm not even kidding. I didn't get a kill for the next 10 lives. When he said that to me, I swear to God.
Yeah, I saw you guys on stream. You kept calling him buddy.
Yeah.
Get
Get him,
Good
buddy.
play, buddy.
Good play, buddy. AG's confident. But nah, yeah, the team's been looking really well. We scrimmed Boston, and who else did we play? LA.
Yo.
Earlier,
Yo, he just said
AG
y'all
was
were
like, "Oh, we were
slamming."
fucking slamming a team
And he
earlier."
said,
I'm
and he
not
said
gonna
he
say
wasn't
who.
going to tell.
What?
It's all good, man.
Oh hell
Wait, who'd you
no.
play? Who'd you play?
I didn't know.
Oh hell.
Wait, who'd you play?
We played LAG, or did we play LAG?
Did we?
Oh, I mean, that's...
No, we didn't play them. Oh, no,
That
we
team's-
did. No, we didn't. We didn't.
Who did we play at the first scrim?
I actually don't know. I actually don't remember. No,
Holy
we did play
fuck.
them. We did play them.
Oh, we did?
Today?
We played LAG in Boston. Yeah.
No, I saw y'all playing someone else.
See, wait, that's what confused me because I said LAG.
Yeah, no,
and then you
when
said
I
no.
walked in, I saw someone else.
No, we played someone else. We played someone else.
Yeah.
Who
Okay,
we
so
play?
you only leaked one because you're tweaking because
Did
I
you
saw
guys
this.
slam
Do you
both
know
teams?
what the rosters are?
Nah, dude.
'Cause-
That shit confuses the fuck out of me. All I know is
Nah,
that...
you guys played these guys.
Wait, no, who did we even play?
Yeah, we
Second from the
did.
bottom.
Yeah, we did. That was the first set.
Let
Yeah.
me see.
Huh?
First
They
set.
played these guys. Second from bottom.
We
Let me see,
smoked
can I
the
see?
second set.
Oh, you were slamming them?
The second set. No, the second set. We
Oh, yeah.
Can
we
you see
did
that far?
Play that team. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got us.
second-
Dude, what do you guys have memory loss? You guys, this was like 4 hours
No, it's
ago.
because we were supposed to scrim the LAG, but we didn't for some reason.
And then-
See, that's what mind fucked me.
Yeah.
See, that's what mind fucked
But
me.
the second set team got.
Yeah, now these teams are insane. I'm not gonna lie. Every single time I spawn in, dude, like for example, Heretics, I thought I'm playing against like Eric Boom and shit. I even saw a video today saying like, "Yo, who's like the rookie of the year type shit," and then people were saying like, "Yeah, Eric Boom, shit like that." Homie's not even on the fucking team.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
good
he's-
question.
he's riding
Actually,
pine.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
wait,
was thinking,
his teammate said Eric Boom and he got dropped.
yeah, I was like,
Wait,
I'm
that's
so,
a good
I'm
question.
so lost. Like, what?
out of all the rookies you've played so far, is there anyone that stands out, like Linz or Abuza or
Booza for sure.
Abuza? You think
Yeah.
stands out the most?
Yeah,
Really?
100%.
Unstretched res,
I'd
bro.
say. I don't know actually. Who?
Well, just be well. All right. Well, I'm more saying like just like the way he plays. Like the way he plays is like actually like how you're supposed to play. In terms of like individual POV, like.
But
it's
wasn't he an
probably-
AR though? Like that's why I'm confused because he's running an SMG sometimes.
Well, no, that's why, because he said he thinks Seattle's the biggest sleeper team. But the way I look at Seattle, I'm like, they brought Abuza over and they changed his role to try and fit him into the roster. Like that
But
guy.
it kind of worked out for them because the game's just AR heavy. So.
Yeah, actually, that's a
It
fair
actually
point.
did.
Yeah,
That's a
he's
good
running
point.
an AR either way. That's a good point. But yeah, no, I heard Abuza's gross. I think I played with Linz a bit. I think Linz is pretty gross.
That's who I think is the sleeper.
Yeah?
I think
Gwyn?
Lynn's. I think Lynn's.
I haven't seen Gwen a lot, but people talk highly
Lynn's or
about
Abuza,
Gwen.
in my opinion.
Okay.
He's
You ever played-
saying Linz because they play him Sunday. I like that.
No, yeah.
You gotta stay on top of it. Tip him a little
Make
bit.
him feel like when he plays me, like
Yup.
shoots extra bullets, but then he comes into my eye and then
Right into that fucking dirty iron,
Right.
bellied up.
Yep.
Fucking. I see you. You like strafe on your belly.
You know
I
what's
fucking-
funny? In Vanguard, like I never laid down. I think no one did. That game was dog shit for laying down.
Oh, dude, you
Yeah.
laid down. You were getting blown.
You just can't even shoot your gun when you like stand up.
Yeah, you were getting
I
blown.
remember on Tuscan, like you either sat in the corner, like you just on a little ledge in P1. Remember?
Yeah.
P would always pre-fire me, so then I started laying down, and then like I would just fucking lose every time.
Well, like on the Godheadies?
No, just like on the like when you go middle and you're trying to break P1, there's like these little like.
Oh, yeah,
Views.
yeah.
I would just like lay down in the middle and. that
Do you know
shit
what I was
just not
thinking?
work.
Like someone actually made a good point to me the other day. They were like right now, obviously the maps are dog shit. Like I was having a debate with I was having a debate with Dashi, and he was like kept saying to me, "Oh, are you running 4 ARs? Like if there was a sub map, everyone would be running 4 subs." And he made a good point because I'm thinking if we played Bokage right now, there would be 4 rivals on the map. I reckon.
Oh,
hell
Boke would
yeah.
be
4 ray
crazy.
guns?
with
4 rivals on the map for sure.
Boke would be crazy.
There'll be
Nah.
literally 4
Nah,
rivals.
it would be 3-1, 3-1.
You think so?
Yeah, because like on P2 to retake, like someone would have to go God tank with the fucking MCW or some shit, wouldn't you? That's what
Lamar
every-
would be there at the MC.
Oh yeah, Lamar, fucking
Lamar-
whatever you are.
But
Because to
like-
retake, you would have to go God tank. All right, go fucking low. Fucking
There's no way
hill.
you're game planning Bokeh.
Imagine
right now. He's
going
like-
P3.
he's thinking
with
about-
Well, no, that's how you retake.
He's thinking about the Bokeh
Wait, how
break.
did,
He's like,
wait,
send
what
someone
team were
God
you on?
tank. AG, you need
How
to
did
put-
Boston retake? Did y'all just fucking bang front?
Wait,
Dude,
They
Which
did.
one was
They had a
P2?
strat. They just
I
banged the
don't think y'all
front.
played that.
They
much.
all
Wait,
went in. Zen
Which one was
last.
P2? Nah, Cap
Yeah,
was
the
dropping
sold it
50 on
down.
people.
Side barn.
Side barn?
Yeah, literally like side barn.
Oh, inside the barn.
No, it's side barn, like to the side of it, like where the tree.
Oh, like the open field
yeah,
with the
yeah,
tree.
Yeah, you would have to go God tank. All right.
Oh yeah, AR goes low,
What,
right?
like P2?
People pinch barn.
Are
Okay,
you talking
yeah.
about P2?
Yeah, I was
Only
thinking. I was
ARs
thinking
would
of
go
the other
lower.
way.
Yeah.
Well, subs would. Yeah. AG was in our fucking kitchen. He had dust all
Yeah.
over him and shit. Fucking
Chad is
shit in our kitchen.
Chad is spamming DB3. So how's it been going with Damon? Obviously, I saw JP in there earlier. How was
Damon's comedy, bro.
how was the
Damon's
coaching
hilarious.
dynamic?
The thing about that I love about Damon is that he's just honest. He doesn't tiptoe around doesn't want to step on people's
can only
doesn't want to
imagine.
step on people's nerves and stuff. He just says, "You guys are just
Oh
you guys
man,
are
what the
brain dead."
fuck is that spawn?
Yeah, no, he just
Wait, dude, Damon's hilarious. He'd be like, "Wait, this is their roster? I didn't know this guy. I didn't know this guy was still in the league."
Nah, if we do some
I
brain
should
dead
still
shit,
be
he'll just
playing.
like, "You guys are just playing brain dead right now. Like, and then we actually he pulls he shows us what we're doing. And it's just actually hilarious. But
Yeah,
Damon's been really good. The thing I like about Damon is just, like I said, he's very honest, and he obviously, I mean, it's DB3. I mean, he knows his shit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the good part about Damon. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's
you're good.
Damon has so much respect from everybody that when that guy tells you, like, I will say Call of Duty players are in the general pretty egotistical. Everyone thinks that they know what they're talking about.
100%.
When you have a coach like Damon, there is no room for what the fuck's this guy talking about? Whereas other coaches in the league or former, it's like, oh, who's this guy to tell me how to play? Like, when Damon talks, I think there's just a respect from the team and the community where it's like, it's Damon. Like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Yeah. So I think that's good to have a player like him on the
I'm going to ask one more question. You guys got to go to fucking dinner, man. 2 matches this weekend. Starting off against NY.
Yep.
How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, for sure. That's my bad. Someone said, why is Pred clothes so tight or so small?
No, this shirt's actually my brother's. I swear to God.
Dude, why are they
why
staring,
the fuck
bro?
do you read that?
Yeah, why?
I think you look great.
But because I look over and AG's just like, fucking.
No, this is actually my brother's shirt.
That's insane out of
What,
him.
medium or small?
Nah, it's a small one.
He just wants to look bigger. You
Small.
watching Sam Sulek?
Holy fuck.
Hey, it's a
I'm
good
bulking
strap.
I'm bulking
Wear
right
tight
now.
shit.
Bro, if I wear small, holy fuck, it would fucking rip or some shit. But yeah, nah.
Wait, our new kits are kind of fire though. I don't think anyone's seen them though.
Huh?
Our new kits, like what we're gonna be wearing.
New jerseys?
Kits.
Oh, kits.
Yes.
Did they change?
They're actually fire, bro.
Did they change?
Yeah,
I mean,
but we
yeah.
can't say. Only something changed, not everything.
I haven't even fucking seen him, bro.
Nah, yeah, we're excited. I mean, we haven't fucking played a CDL match.
But
in, what, 5
back
months?
to Steph's question. Yeah, no, we're confident, man. We're looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, they were saying I interrupt Zen. This guy said, yeah, man, back to the show.
Oh,
Bro, Shotzi's 5'4", and it's not 5'4", dude.
Nah, I'm like
5'3".
I'm like 5'11", bro. Fucking me.
No, you are not.
Bro, I could literally ball, no bullshit. Me and AG balled the other day. I literally slammed him.
Where'd y'all
Back to
ball?
back.
Dude, this guy is
I
insane.
was just fucking around.
If
Nah,
I bought it, bro, if there was like a clip of me, you 1v1ing, I think I'd 21-0 you. No bullshit.
21-0? That'd
21-0.
The fuck are you,
I
Luka?
think he's Kyrie.
Yeah, what
What?
the hell? I'll
What?
21-0 you.
Nah, that has to be a fucking YouTube video now. Get that shit started.
They actually should.
Nah, but yeah, nah, definitely excited for sure. I mean, it's weird because this game, like, it's like the only game that I've played to where like it's literally 3 yards on the map.
Wait,
So
wait.
insane.
I actually have a good question. Did y'all server test yet? Are there new servers this year?
No.
There's more online matches. No new servers?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
You
listen,
thought there'd be new servers? We got one
Why-
less. We got one less major.
Why not?
Going to fucking
They
Charlotte.
couldn't add 2 servers?
Yo, who's going to Miami?
Like, come on.
Who's going to
You thought
Miami?
there'd be new
Miami's in,
servers?
Like 4 months.
Nah, Miami.
That's in 4 months?
I don't know. When's Miami?
I thought that was the second event.
Is it the second event?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't know the order of them.
I actually can't wait to
Mi-
go to
Miami's-
Miami.
Miami,
I actually
yeah.
love Miami. Miami is.
I could. Oh my god.
Why do you like Miami so much?
I'll be staying there for a couple days extra.
Why does he like
No,
Miami?
will I.
Have you seen his stories? He's
I'll
eating
be
with
there.
Salt Bay. He's fucking pouring salt on steak.
All I know is me and Seth are gonna be fucking dragons.
Wearing Dior trunks. Yo, I'm getting Dior trunks
You
for
know me.
Miami, bro.
I actually can't wait to go to
Oh,
Miami.
here we go. We got the majors here. We got Boston in the middle of January. Thanks,
Dude, it's gonna
CDL.
be so fucking.
Hopefully we
cold.
make
will-
it. there
Maybe we
this
can
time.
even. We can't even fly.
I will say, to be fair, last season Boston set records. Like, it's usually not that cold. It's usually cold.
No, it was
like
like
winter
minus
winter on
50.
the East Coast is cold, but that Boston major was so unprecedented where it was like that was one of the coldest weekends. It might be the coldest weekend I've experienced in my fucking life.
I think it was like literally one of the coldest weekends in the world.
Like I don't think if it were to be that cold again, that would be like the most insane thing of all
100%.
time.
It was a minus 50 degrees wind. Like the windshield was like.
Bro, I was on my
-50.
Goggins shit that I met. Me and Kyler would go out on runs when it was like 20 degrees.
Wait,
I
in
remember I saw
Boston?
you guys.
That's some weird
I was
shit.
walking once and I saw you guys. I'm like,
In
bro,
Boston?
Oh, no, that was Toronto.
That was Toronto.
I can't
That's
even
it.
tip that.
I think that's
You're going out in 20 degrees.
I think you're a liability for that.
Yeah, I can't even.
You might
saw-
get sick
I
at a
saw-
major because you think you're
I've never
Goggins.
seen either studying or nameless. And
Who's
they're
gonna carry the scuffs? Just fucking
I
sprinting
love
down
scuffs, man. Shout out
Queen
Scuff.
Street.
like, oh yeah, shut up, yeah.
Oh my God.
fuck, I was gonna say something, dude. Fuck.
Wait, what's the time?
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Wait,
Huh?
all right. So we
What
got.
time is it?
Wait, we got here.
7:18.
I'll say this
When's
last
y'all's
thing.
Oh,
dinner?
you guys got to go.
I'll say this.
Y'all might as well just stay for the whole show at this point.
I'll
You
say
guys
this
gotta
last
go.
thing and then I'm gone. All right, listen, dude. We're going to Toronto. Listen, dude. That Toronto stage, bro. Listen, dude.
Oh
Like, I
my
appreciate
God.
y'all making that shit like as dope as cool and all that shit. But like, yo, Put it to where like that shit's not shaky, please, bro. Whoever makes that shit,
Bro,
because
dude, the camera guy walks by.
camera guy walks
I'm
by. It's a
playing,
roller
I'm
coaster.
doing my shit. Like, listen, they have probably the most comfortable setup. Like, they have a Herman Miller, all that shit, right?
To be honest.
I'm playing, right? I'm playing. I see this guy, the cameraman, right? I'm in a 1v2 clutch. I'm like, bam, I'm about to clutch this shit. It's about to be lit. This guy goes from there all the way over here. I'm going like, what the fuck? And, bro, it's just
I swear to God,
on a roller
it happens
coaster.
all the time.
They do the trot when you're in a 1v1, and you're like,
I'm like, holy
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's dude.
Dude,
it's
I'm not even trolling.
It's so annoying.
After the first map, Sam Phoenix ran on stage. I swear to God, I nearly fell off my chair. Like, the whole stage shook. I swear to God, I literally had to like fucking like.
Was he wearing his Tommy Shelby fit?
Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't in that stage.
Sprinted out. My order, the peaky fucking.
Oh my God.
Dude, when he wore that was actually typical. I actually fucked with that. That was actually typical. He came out with that fucking peaky blade. I swear he had like the blade as well.
Benjay said it's a height. Listen, bro, Benjay, tried to tell him to fix it. Dude.
I want Benjay to sit there and play.
Every single year. Every single year I'm in a clutch, the cameraman in front of me always fucks like that shit, and it just goes crazy.
Because you're looking for the cameraman too, bro. You be doing like all these poses and shit. That's why
dude.
they're trying to get a good angle of you.
Like he the guys at Brandon's, and then like he comes straight to me because I'm in a 1v2, and like
dude, he's trotting, bro. I'm telling you.
It's like a fucking earthquake, bro.
You see the red light on the camera, you're just, dude, I fucking.
It's GG.
Unbelievable. You guys got to leave, man.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
You guys got to get the fuck
Hope you guys
out.
enjoyed
Peace out, guys. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.
Yo, thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah,
Peace,
thanks for
boys.
coming on.
Have fun at dinner. Peace, boys. Peace, kid.
When will we see you? Friday?
Peace, boys.
Holla.
Thank you, guys. Get some W's in the chat for the fellas. And well, obviously AG was our official guest, and Ant decided to hop on, which is an absolute pleasure. So shout out the boys for coming on and being a little late for their team dinner.
Yeah, they're already
to help us out.
They're already 5 minutes late.
Yeah,
and they still got to get in the Uber. They're already 5 minutes late. Obviously, for you guys here on the live stream, thank you. Where were we though in the actual show? Because we just talked about a lot of stuff with them. They might as well just been on with us for the rest.
I mean, let's bring up the rosters again. We can kind of just speed run some of the rosters. We can also talk about, just briefly, obviously, Heretics rebrand, formerly the Mutineers.
Yeah.
I personally like the relocation because before it was Florida Mutineers, now it's Miami Heretics. The Spanish fan base has been one that we've been missing for a few years. So to see the Heretics back is a win for the space. That fan base is very passionate. And I think it's going to create a lot of more fun matches that, just to say it respectfully, the Mutineers didn't have the capability to do. Like, I don't think the Mutineers fan base could stir the pot like the Heretics fan base can. So I'm excited to see the Heretics fan base. And that's
why do you say that? Because it's more international?
More international, more passion, more fans. Like, the Spanish have been out of the league for so long, and when they were in, like the Vamos and everything was so...
Dude, I didn't sniff
energetic.
AG's chair. Somebody in the chat said that he left something on the chair, so I peeked over to see if he left something. You gave it a whiff? Dude, they're saying I sniffed his chair.
You gave it a whiff?
I just want to take a sniff. Like, what kind of freaky shit?
You gave it a little sniffy.
Dude, you guys are out of control, man.
Yeah, the Ravens rebrand, heartbreaking. I speak for a lot of people when I say I'd do anything for an event in London. London is probably one of the most fun events we can possibly have. Love that fan base.
I have a question.
They're always the loudest.
I have a question for you.
What?
Do you think that if a CDL team doesn't have do you think there could be an event at a location that a CDL team is not at? Or do you think it always has to be a CDL team? Like, do you think there could ever be a neutral location? Like the NFL, for instance, where they play in London or they play in Germany?
I mean, let me speak candidly and just fucking blunt. I mean, if you compare an event in Charlotte to and I mean no disrespect at all, but if you compare a London event to like a Charlotte event, it's pretty clear-cut which event's going to be more hype and more fun.
London, 100%.
I mean, London has been one of our favorite events of all time. Like, or compare Columbus to London. Like, London is a favorite. London's a huge city. Also, I would love to have an event in Chicago.
Yeah, they're saying they had one last year, but like, wasn't that Columbus? Wasn't that the Pro-Am? Because
and there was and that was different. There was no fans.
There was fans there.
That event was, honestly, that event felt soulless. And that was a tough one because I think New York pulled out of the event. So, like, they were kind of forced to put something together last minute. So I don't really blame them for that. It was kind of just a shitty situation. But, so Ravens rebrand. They're now the Carolina Royal Ravens in comparison to London. Whatever. I mean, hopefully they are throwing an event, which I think is a good sign. I think them rebranding and throwing an event is at least showing that they care to build a home market. So
maybe that was done on purpose because they gave two of the rebrands tournaments this year.
Yeah,
I mean, they gave Miami and Carolina both events. So
yeah,
That might have been on purpose to try to start building that culture and that fan base in those cities.
Yeah.
But you said you want to talk a little bit more about the roster changes. I think we just move on and do our tier list if we're going to do that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we can do.
We've already kind of touched on them. I think we run through a tier list relatively quickly.
And also, the offseason's been so long, and this is obviously a we have matches in 3 days. So this
3
is our
days.
first. You guys know all the roster changes, so we can just go ahead and rank them. Obviously, I will say before we start, I don't think you can properly place the top 4 teams accurately. I feel like I feel like when you talk about the top 4 teams being OpTic, FaZe, Toronto, and New York, I think on any given day, any of those rosters can beat each other. That's just the reality of it. Like when you have 4 superstar caliber rosters like that, I don't think one is it's impossible for one to be clear cut ahead of the other when it comes to talent. Like they're all so evenly split. It's just going to come down to the way that team plays search or how ahead of it they are at that event and a certain meta. Like that's what's going to dictate, I think, the difference between these top 4 teams. So take the top 4 with a grain of salt because I do think it's genuinely impossible to accurately place them.
And I kind of want to do this fast. I don't want to sit here and just keep going around in circles. And I kind of want to do a pretty fast tier list because I think honestly at this point it's pretty straightforward where these teams kind of fall.
Yeah.
We've had a little bit of scrims to watch at the start of the year, but still that's really not enough to tell the full tale. So this is mainly surface level. Don't take this super serious. This is just us doing our tier list because we got to do a tier list, obviously.
Riley, put LAG in D. Thank you. We're going to kick it off with LAG. We're going to put them in the D tier.
We got to see what that team does. They've already had some turmoil with roster changes at the start of the year. That team just that is I don't know. That team's they're going to be in for a rough go of it, in my opinion.
To be fair, we don't really know. We have to speak blunt. You guys know we're a little biased towards OpTic, but when it comes to all the rosters formed, I think it's safe to say LAG is one of, if not the worst on paper. I'm happy for Diamond Con. I think Diamond Con got fucked over last year. I think Diamond Con was probably the best on that LAG Academy team when they were dominating, and he kind of got screwed out of a spot. So I'm happy to see Diamond Con get the spot. It's Diamond Con, Assault, Estriel, and Fame, right?
Yep.
I think individually, because I do think Assault gets more flack than... The way it works is if your team is shit, sort of everybody puts most players in the shit tier. The only players I think that have sort of escaped that is Nasty. I think Nasty gets a good amount of gas given how bad his team was. But LAG was just pretty piss poor, so no one really rates Assault. I do think Assault's a solid man AR. He's not a bad man AR.
Yeah.
Not one of the best, but I think Assault's solid.
Apparently Assault last year, I read somewhere that in fantasy, he was one of the best $4-point players in fantasy. Did I read that right, chat? I read that somewhere.
He was globetrotting?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'm not going to go in depth. LAG and D tier, I don't think I have to argue it back and forth. Would you agree that, respectfully, based on the roster on paper...
Based off the roster on paper and just what I think what is going to happen, yeah.
Yeah, we have to be blunt. What do you want to do for the top 4 teams? Do you want to put all 4 teams in S tier? I'm not going to lie. I don't know.
I just want I want it to be kind of quick. I think the tier list, it's going to speak for itself.
We're going to put the top 4 teams in S tier right now. Like I said... I gave you guys my reasoning. I'm not going to go more in depth. These 4 teams, I think, are far and away the best teams in the game.
Yeah.
I think these 4 are a good margin better than every team below them. And I do think the 5th best team is Boston Breach as of right now, based on paper.
I would disagree with that.
Okay.
I would say the 5th best team is either Surge or Thieves.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Hey, listen.
I think Surge is my dark horse of the year. I think Surge... Something about it, if Ender is fully capable...
Who the fuck paid you?
No, I'm just saying, if Ender's fully capable, because I know, Ender, bro, if he's fully capable... Alec had some hand things last year, too, right? I'm pretty sure. So, if they both, if they both just come in and play well, dude, I think that team, the sky's the limit, honestly.
Yeah, we're not putting Surge in the A tier. So, let's move them down respectfully to the B tier.
Why can't we put them in A?
Because I don't... You think Surge is an A-tier team right now?
I think Surge is going to be a solid team. Dude, they're going to be a good search roster, and being good at search and destroy can carry you very far in this league.
I don't think they're
going to be a good team.
I don't think they're bad, but I think you might have hit your head. I'm not...
Why?
I don't want to be a dick, but looking at these
Who
rosters.
What other roster is better than them right now?
Boston.
You could argue Boston.
Boston has world champion
And
Priesta,
Thieves.
Slasher, who comes off Atlanta phase, Capsule, who was the best player on Florida and has pop-off
they're
potential,
a good roster.
and Snoopy, who is potential to be Rookie of the Year because he's still considered a rookie. And listen, I'm formerly
I think Surge
Boston
is going to be
Breach.
good.
Let me just kill this bias shit before I even begin. Boston Breach is my former organization, but respectfully, as much as I love the organization, it doesn't have any of my former teammates, so I wouldn't be sitting here talking about Boston the way I am right now unless I genuinely felt that way. I think Boston put together the 5th best team. They brought world champion Priest. I think that's a huge pickup. They get Atlanta Phase's main AR, who Slash has been one of the best Call of Duty players of all time in the main AR role. And then Capsule and Snoopy, I think, have a lot to show. And I'm excited to see Cap in his second season.
Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet who fucking does better the entire season, Surge or Boston, right now. Let's make things interesting.
100 gifted, I got Breach. You got Surge.
Fuck.
Shake my hand. You said you wanted to make the bet.
I don't know if I want to shake that hand.
You said you wanted to shake the hand.
I don't know if I want to shake that hand.
I'm down for it.
But I do think Surge is going to be a good team.
I think Surge has
I'm
been...
not shaking that fucking hand.
I think originally when Surge was built, they were worse than what I think of now. I think the way Surge was built was... I don't think their team would be as strong in like a normal meta game. I think because the game is so AR heavy right now, they've kind of caught a break, and they are better than they would have been. I don't think Surge's roster... I think Surge lucked out because of the meta right now. I think because the game is so AR heavy. But I personally have Boston in A tier. It's both of our shows. If you think Seattle's an A tier team, I'm not going to tell you to kick them out.
I like that we have different opinions because usually these tier lists we just sit here and fucking we just know who's going to be where.
Yeah.
I like that we don't agree because we usually always agree. So it's kind of nice that we don't.
I mean, and now the rest is sort of up to interpretation.
I think Thieves is in A tier with those teams as well.
Yeah, I agree. At first, I was kind of worried about that team. I looked at a roster of Cammy, Afro, Ghosty, and Joe Deceives, and I couldn't visualize that team like being a team, if that makes sense. Like I know Cammy very well. Afro gets benched on Rocker. Ghosty coming from OpTic. Joe Deceives from a piss poor LAG team. I think all 4 players are solid, but I struggle to see how they could be cohesive in like an actual like hanging out in real life environment. Because I do think the out of game is almost as important as the in game. Like I think being a team is more than just scrimming. It's like getting dinner together and bullshitting and being friends. And I struggle to see that, but I think so far they've been bonding pretty closely. Like you can just sort of see it. So I think we all know how good Ghosty is. I mean,
I think Dan's a beast.
Ghosty turned around our roster.
Yeah, I think Dan's. I've been watching Dan a lot too, and the BPL8s, and I think Dan's a beast, bro.
Yeah, and then Cammy. The way I think about Cammy is if Cammy can get close to his Cold War potential, you're looking at a player that can compete with every single player in the game. Like Cammy in Cold War was one of the best players in the game. We haven't seen that for a while. I would like to see it. I think we know how good Afro is. Afro gets benched by Rocker, which
Vanguard
was a very
Afro
surprising decision. Like Afro's ceiling is very high, and then I'm excited to see Joe in a different environment. I think certain players once again look worse because their team isn't that good. So I'm excited to see Joe with he has J-Cap and Shane now helping him. Like I'm excited to see Joe in a different environment. But I'm okay with Thieves being in the A tier.
I think they're going to be a solid roster. I think those are my 3 A tier teams. What do you think?
Yeah.
You could argue Minnesota, but I would put Minnesota in B right now.
I'm okay with Minnesota in B. Obviously, I rate Awakening very high. I mean, I played with the guy, so I saw how good he was. So you have Awakening and Vivid coming back. They're led by Accuracy, who Lamar has had a very good resume of like building teams and like leading teams. A lot of people, I think when Lamar's playing well, I think it's pretty quiet. And when Lamar's playing bad, it's very loud. I think certain players get that shit end of the stick, and I think Lamar is one of them. But one thing you can't argue is Lamar is a good leader, and he's very good at molding talent. So I think having Lamar in Awakening, a lot of people have sort of judged Joe on the way Joe plays in matches as compared to like scrims, because Joe is one of the best scrim players ever. I do think he's very good in matches, but I can understand why people say he slows down a little bit. So I'm excited to see how Lamar can mold that team a bit. And then you have Linz,
rookie,
the rookie who none of us know a lot about, but I think Rocker's a safe B tier team right now. And I can easily see them being an A-tier team, depending on what we see this upcoming weekend.
Yep.
But I could also see them being a C-tier team. It's a team that I can see sort of floating in like either direction.
All right. What team do you want to do next? Do you think there's any other teams up there that are B-tier?
Out of all of these rosters.
And also, I would like to point out for Carolina as well, they were streaming scrims. Real was not in the States. He was playing on 100-plus ping every match.
Yeah, he's 150 ping.
He was on 100-plus ping, and they were taking maps off a team still. That is not easy to do.
Yeah, I think...
go ahead.
Yeah, Clay City's in Toronto now. So Miami's a tough one because I do think Miami's a big sleeper team, but we don't have any actual info on them. Like, I haven't watched Miami scrim. So I genuinely have no idea how good they actually are. I'm kind of just judging them based on the individual players. Like I rate Metals, I rate Lucky. Like these are players that I know are individually good. I have zero idea how they're playing right now. So I kind of want to put them in B, but I also kind of want to put them in C. So I'll let you decide that one because I genuinely don't know.
I would put Carolina right now in B from what I've seen.
Okay.
And I've been watching, like, dude, every night I get off, I go and I watch BPL. Like, I watch BPL. I've been watching a decent amount of scrims.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that I know, but, like, I've been watching a good amount of, like, competitive gameplay.
Yeah.
And I feel like, wait, Riley, why'd you just put them both in C already? What the fuck, Riley? Hold those horses, Riley.
Just keep them there for now. We'll play some.
Yeah, keep them there for now. But yeah, I would put Carolina in B right now. They were taking maps, playing teams well, with Real on 150 ping. I think Carolina's going to be, upset potential for sure.
Okay, so I think we've kind of been ranking these teams differently. You're ranking as the way you see it short term right now.
I'm basing it off of what I've seen.
Okay,
just what I've seen. I was
kind of basing this on like the
what
way
you
I
think
these
happen.
Teams are going to shape out.
Okay,
I was looking
I'm
less
going off
because
what I've seen.
Respectfully, even though I loved Clay, I was going to put Carolina in the C tier. I was going to keep Vegas in C tier, and I was going to put Miami in the B tier. I think based on ceiling, I think Miami has a higher ceiling than Carolina. Because Carolina, you have Clayster, GodRx,
yep,
Gwyn and Real. So I don't know a lot about Gwyn and Real. I don't know. Actually, never mind.
Real was on 150 ping, bro. Last year, watching Real in 8s last year, he was fucking frying people.
I thought they had a different. I forgot they had Gwyn. I don't know who the hell I thought their fourth was, but fuck. Okay,
listen, it's all right.
Yeah,
Zen.
we can keep Carolina in B, and then I kind of want to put Miami in B as well, though. Like I rate Miami highly. Like I think these players are going to really turn some heads. Like, they are an aggressive, hype team.
I could see them in B, but I think they're going to be C for me.
Okay.
I think Miami C for me. Vegas we can talk about, but do you have any thoughts on Vegas right now? Attach Nero, Standy, and Purge.
I saw Nero frying. That was early on. We all know how good. I mean, we know what Attach. Attach is very good surge player, clutch, heavy slaying AR. I don't know a lot about Purge, besides that he sounds exactly like Dashy. Like, have you heard that guy talk?
Yeah.
He sounds exactly like Brandon. But people rate Purge pretty highly. Didn't he win Challengers Champs?
Did he?
Yeah, guys, didn't he win Challengers Champs this past season?
I don't really remember who won Challengers.
I'm pretty sure Purge won it. And he was like, apparently Purge is really good at search and destroy. My only worry with Vegas is a Nero-Standy duo. Nero is very, very, very aggressive. Standy is like a corner camping, like fluctuating.
Which is, I feel like, what you kind of need nowadays.
SMG.
You need a head butter, and you need somebody that's playing guarantees, like in the sub roles, in my opinion.
My only worry, I guess, is the way those two play together. I will say, after playing with Nero is fucking filthy with an AR. Like, Nero is a filthy AR. Like, that kid is actually, like, fundamentally, like, just mechanically gifted. So I think they're kind of blessed with this meta right now because Nero as an AR is very good.
One second. Why are people saying OpTic shouldn't be an S?
Dude, you have to ignore this.
I'm just curious. I want to see why people are saying OpTic shouldn't be an S.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it from the chat.
Did you get one guide?
No, I didn't. A bunch of people are saying OpTic should not be an S. But I feel like they're just chatting shit.
Listen, I think those top 4 teams are the S-tier teams right now, until we're proven otherwise. Obviously, you guys will get a more fine-tuned tier list. Truthfully, the reality is we could be completely wrong. No one actually knows how these teams are going to shape out. This is our best guess.
I know how they're going to shape out.
Yeah, you fucking mastermind.
I actually have no fucking clue.
None of us actually know, but this is our best guess. I'm okay with this list right now. How do you think that looks? I mean, if you want my honest opinion, the only thing I'm not sold on is the 8-tier Seattle, but I respect that you're really confident in them, so we can keep them.
I'm confident in them, dude.
I would put Seattle in B tier. If it was solely my list, I would have Seattle in the B tier, and then that's probably what my list would end up on.
If Ender and Alec play to their potential, I think Seattle's going to be a really good team.
You can say that about every single roster under them.
No, not really.
You can.
Ender's been hurt.
If Awakening and Vivid play to their potential,
Ender's been hurt.
Rockers.
But they haven't been hurt. They haven't had a thing fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? They haven't had a fucking thumb thing.
I guess if that's the way you're looking at it, all right.
Yeah.
I think, nonetheless, solid list. And I think if you disagree, don't care. It's,
what the hell?
Well, because it's all subjective. It's all personal opinion, and like everyone's just guessing right now. So there's no way to actually know who's gonna end up. After the first split, we'll give you guys a new tier list.
Yeah,
based on what we actually saw.
This is what I've seen. This is what I've seen so far. I think this list is pretty solid. This is what I've seen. This is what I think it's going to be.
What do you guys think? W list or L list?
No, they're going to say L.
I mean, I think it's a pretty solid list. I think for the most part, most teams are placed pretty proper based on what we know.
Prove us fucking wrong. Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong.
Yeah.
If we put a team in C tier and prove us wrong, fucking go out there and go crazy.
Yep.
But that's our tier list. Now it's time for a little bit more of a lighthearted.
We're doing rapid fire?
It's more of a lighthearted segment here. We're doing rapid fires.
Rapid fire of the season. Fan favorite. W's in the chat. Last season, Tony was victorious. I won the overall season. I'm not sure if we're going to put anything on this one in specific. Are we counting is this the first official one? We're counting this one? We have to, right?
We can.
We putting 20 gifted on this one? A little preseason gifted?
We can put 20 gifteds on this. 20 Actually, gifted. I just replaced a window, and I got a quote. That shit was steep.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Dude,
tell me how for 20 gifted.
Tell me how a handy or like a door and window inspector went to our house just for the window. Iz texted me, and she said, we just got a great deal on 3 doors. Do you want to sign off on this? You don't even want to know what the quote was.
Please.
It was sick.
Please. 3 doors?
I texted her, no, do not fucking agree to that.
Wait, 3 doors?
3 doors.
How much?
It was insane.
Can you say it?
I could, but I don't want to. It was insane.
You just gave everybody blue balls.
I don't care.
That's so weird.
He went to fix one window and came back almost getting away with 4 different things.
Come on, dude. I mean, you're not paying it, so to say what he quoted you as. I mean, it's up. I'm not going to pry any longer, but I don't think it's like a big deal. It's just a quote. All these places give you crazy quote. That's why you got to get multiple opinions.
All right, it was 15. They tried calling me.
What, does the doorknob wipe my ass?
They tried calling me on stream. I said, what the? I said, absolutely not. You tell him to replace that window and get the fuck out of here.
For $15K, I'd be in your backyard with a hard hat on and a fucking saw, and I'd be fucking making you a door for $15K.
You replace that window and you get the fuck out of here.
You are out of your mind.
Dude,
all
15K.
Right, listen, as the winner, I request that you ask me the questions first. For our first episode.
I ask questions first?
Yeah. So you ask me.
Are we putting 20 on this?
Yeah, 20 gifted.
Okay.
For anybody new to rapid fire, very simple. We each have rapid fire questions to ask each other. We each have 60 seconds to answer. And I read the questions earlier. I feel like Riley rigged this for you, but
no, these are some pretty easy ones.
Okay, so hopefully, okay.
Riley, do you have the timer for us? Riley has the timer. Riley, start, and are you ready?
Riley, are we good to go? Okay.
Right.
Okay. So say 3, 2, 1, go, Riley, and then or set, and then when he says go, you start the timer. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Who got the first elimination of the 2023 season?
No idea.
Which team won Major 1 last year?
New York.
After I retired, what was the OpTic Texas roster?
Kyler and Ghosty.
No. The breakdown premiered during which? No. The breakdown premiered during which qualifier / tournament? That's a hard one.
The breakdown
premiered during which qualifier/tournament?
Major 3.
Yes. OpTic Texas became the first team in CDL history to accomplish what feat last year?
Hardpoint wins consecutively.
No.
Fuck me.
Name any 2 items that were given away on the watch party last year.
Razor hammerheads, Oakley glasses. Holbrook.
Which 2 organizations just announced the merger?
G2 and Rocker.
Finish the lyric. I'ma keep me a watch with the bezel.
My shoes are Margiela.
Name the 4 host cities for each CDL major this year.
Miami. I ran out of time.
All right, so he got what? 1. He got 5.
I got 5.
Dude, how did you not get the
I'm
team
beat.
right? It was Illy, Dashy, Hook, and Shotzi. Illy was still on the team. You said Ghosty.
Oh, I forgot.
Ender was still on the team for Major 2.
I actually forgot that.
Dumbass.
Wait, what record did OpTic Texas set?
It was 10.
Was it not hardpoint wins in a row? Was it Search?
No, it was first to go 10-0 in qualifiers.
Oh, okay. And what
So I guess it was
what else
across
did I
2
get wrong?
splits.
Who got the first elimination of the season? What am I,
Slasher.
Doctor Strange, bro?
Slasher.
I'm fucking rewinding time. What else?
Well,
The 4 cities I would have known.
yeah.
And then...
You got everything else, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And then it was 4 cities, and then how many qualifier matches will teams play before a major this year?
7.
Yes.
All right.
All right, you got 5.
All right.
Shitter.
Guys, my turn to ask him. I only got 5. These questions are easy. I might be toast. So, Riley, on go. You ready? Yep. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Which 2 teams played the first CDL match last season?
FaZe, Boston.
Yes. What glitch ended OpTic's first match against Rocker last year?
SAE.
The first Scump watch party broadcast happened during which stage/tournament?
Stage 2.
Yes. Who was the first non-OpTic member to guest on the watch party?
First non-OpTic guest?
Yeah, on the watch party.
I don't know.
Okay. OpTic placed second at which back-to-back majors last year?
Ours and Toronto, or ours and, what do you mean?
Yeah. Go.
Ours and, it wasn't Toronto. Boston.
No. Name any 2 items that were given away in the watch party last year. No repeats from me.
Oakley, Holbrooks,
I said
and
that.
Razor Hammerheads.
No hope. No.
Texas State, Brazil. What do you mean? I can use those.
No,
Oakley,
no.
Holbrooks. It's specific. Go next.
No repeats. Name the members of the OpTic dynasty.
Me, Krim, Formal, Damon.
Yeah. Name one of the CDL teams to undergo a rebrand this offseason.
Miami. Bang! 6!
No, times were up. Time was up. And mine says no repeats from Zin.
6!
That didn't count, Riley said.
6!
Wait, hold on. Riley is saying he did not win.
Seth got 4.
No, I didn't,
Seth got
Riley.
4, he's saying.
Yeah, he didn't name the right OpTic dynasty.
Oh, yeah. Well, the OpTic dynasty, he trolled. He put our team with me and Sam.
Okay, well, no,
So that
because
doesn't
there's
count.
money on the line, Riley.
So
No.
I think we tied. I think you got 5.
I got 6.
I said no repeats from Zin. I said Oakley Holbrooks.
I got 6.
You each got 5. Listen, it's true. I said no repeats from Zin. We'll move on. He's competitive. He's got a cool down. I can see he's mauled.
Wait, how about you give me a hard one, and if I get it right, I win?
Give you a hard one? There is no hard one.
Give me the
on
hardest
here.
one that's left.
Okay. Dude, there's no hard ones.
Wait, what majors did they get second at? Ours and what was the
Major
other
3
one?
and Major 4. It was.
So I said ours and Toronto.
You said Boston.
Oh, it was
Boston-
Columbus.
Boston was Major 2.
Fuck.
Well, we each got 5, so I'm not sure how we're going to do this.
Nobody remembers Columbus, man. There was nobody there. It was fucking...
Nonetheless, that's a good way to get it going. We tied 5-5. We'll discuss.
Riley wants to ask us a question, and the first one to get it wins.
So first one is blurt it out when you ask.
So this is a $100 question?
Chad, are we down? $100 question. Guys, Riley's going to ask us a question. And then, Riley, what you should do is, if possible, can you write it down and put it on the screen, like right after, so they can see it as well? So they can know what you're saying?
Fuck.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
$100 question.
He's going to put it on the screen for you guys. Just to let you guys know, we do have a couple more things we're going to be talking about here on the show. This is not the final segment, but we are in the latter.
If you're enjoying, can you throw a W in the chat? Obviously, it's a new look. We had the desk last year. We had the suits. We kind of wanted things to feel a little more free flow. I think things for us, at least in the beginning, felt a little robotic last year because of how segmented it was.
We had the suits on,
we're on
we
the
had the
suits,
desk.
we're on the desk. Like
Yeah.
this feels a lot better. So
like us.
We hope that you guys feel. Yeah, this feels like more us. Like
Yeah.
I felt like I was fucking. McAfee
This
or
was a
something.
good rotation.
Yeah,
Martin.
Okay, Riley has the question. Ladies and gentlemen. First one to get it wins. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Vegas Legion just signed who as a coach? Sam Phoenix?
Yep.
Victory! Screech! 20 gifted.
When did that happen?
20 gifted. A couple days ago.
Ah, dude. Fuck's sake, man.
20 gifted.
I didn't even see that.
Staple of the community myself, keeping up with the current events of the community. 1-0, rapid fire champion. Season 2, 1-0, undefeated. Suck me.
Yeah,
Good game,
I'm scamming.
Kid. Good game, kid.
I'm scamming. Because I actually got 6.
Let's head into something new. We're gonna do a week 0 team of the week. So we're each gonna pick 4 players heading into the first matches that we want to see or that we're excited to watch.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pick a team.
You ruined my vibe. Fuck
How?
You. Fuck you. I'm scamming.
I won, dude.
Fuck you. I'm scamming.
I won. We're
go on.
Yeah. So you want to pick first? Or you want me to pick first?
You want to do one player each?
Like just go back and forth.
One sub and one AR each, and we'll build a team that way.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
But this is tough because I feel like these answers are kind of obvious.
No, they're not obvious. You can pick a lot of different people.
All right. So are we filming the best? Are we picking the best
players to? I think players to watch out for, but they don't necessarily have to be the best, but players to watch out for.
Okay, I like it. All right, you kick us off.
All right, Hydra.
Okay, yeah.
Number 1, Champs MVP. Is he going to come back with that same fucking fire this year? Because he was insane last year.
Hydra last year, best player in the league.
Yeah.
Not debatable. Won the MVP. Also, congrats to him. I'm pretty sure he won an esports award for controller player of the year. So congrats to Hydra. Very, very cool to see some Call of Duty FPS players win some awards over there. So congrats, Hydra. Okay, I will pick Scrappy.
Scrappy?
Yeah, I'll pick Scrap. Obviously.
Cockneck?
Yeah.
He keeps saying he made me retire.
Yeah. Pez bottleneck.
Trying to latch on to me like a fucking cockneck.
Yep. Pez neck likes to run his mouth. But listen, end of the day, Scrap talks the talk, but he does back it up. He's always playing well. He's a pop-off player. He's a moron from Jersey. Jersey birthed a lot of morons. Me, Zuma, Scrap,
plenty
Bose.
of them.
There's a lot of people. So I'll pick
the dispenser.
Yeah, I'll pick the Pez dispenser. So
sure.
So far we got Scrap and Hydra, and now you give me an AR.
Okay. Give you an AR. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say Draws. I know a lot of people want me to say Dashy or fucking, but I think Draws has a lot of pressure on him this year, man. Because that FaZe team, their placings over the past couple of years have been insane, and he's coming into a team with a winning culture, and if they don't continue doing that, I just feel like it puts a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah.
But I think they are going to be disgusting still, but I would say Draws.
Yeah. All right.
In my opinion.
Well, for the final SMG,
and Sib. Sib's also a good shout. Sib's going to, if New York comes in and doesn't play well, like Sib is going to be, everyone's just going to blame Sib.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, you should have dropped P-Dog.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm curious how Dante is going to, I think he's a pretty confident player though. Like I watch his POV when he's playing BPLR 8s. Like the kid's cracked. I think he'll do fine. So Draws, Scrap, Hydra, and for the final SMG, I'm gonna pick. Thank God, Mac Craig the rescue. I can't focus, dude. Sounds like an episode of 24.
One of our cameras is beeping at us.
Holy shit. I kind of want to. I'm going to go with Envoy.
Okay.
I think Envoy, I'm curious to see him fill in for... Actually, I don't know. This one's impossible because you can do Envoy, you can do Pred.
This is like, it's such a hard thing to pick, bro. There's so many players to watch out for.
I'm going to pick Envoy. I'm curious to see what he does for this Toronto team. Obviously, I think Hixie did a lot for Ultra, but I do think Envoy, respectfully, is just the better player when it comes to like pop-off potential. So I'm going to go...
we didn't pick a single OpTic player. Are we fucking weird?
We can't always be that biased.
Are we fucking weird?
No, because that's such an obvious answer where it's like...
Yeah, it is. It's
kind of corny, I think, if we said that, because that's like an obvious basic answer, I feel like. So...
All right, well, we were going to tease...
That's our week 0 team of the week.
Yeah, that's our week 0 team of the week. It's going to be exciting. But we were going to do you guys want us to do a week 1 schedule review? I feel like I've done that multiple times on my stream. We could do an official one here on the breakdown, but I've gone over the matches like probably 3 separate times on my individual stream. So I don't really think we need to go over the matches again.
I mean,
unless they want us to, we can.
I say we do it and we breeze through them. Okay. I think some are pretty clear cut. I think, listen, it's our first show of the season. I think we might as well knock it out of the park.
Yeah, we can do it.
Let's go through some of these matches real quick.
Dude, we should predict the winners, and whoever gets more right in this week, fucking money on the line.
Dude. You're trying to make your cash back, aren't you? I mean, to be fair, I think we're going to agree on most of these. Okay, so to kick us off on Friday, some banger matches, by the way, to kick us off. I think those all 3 are bangers. Last year.
Give us your 3 quick.
Yeah, I mean,
we're breezing through these.
All right. FaZe, Thieves, OpTic.
Yes, you've fallen into my trap.
You're taking
FaZe, Seattle, OpTic.
Yeah, so I got the left column.
I think that second match is a banger, though, dude. Second and third match, I mean, all 3 matches Friday are fucking insane. If you're not joining us on the watch party on Friday, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Matt Craig, we just lost the chat right here as well.
Yeah, I think the TV is just loading. When it comes to Saturday, I'm going to go Miami.
I got the chat here, though.
Miami, Minnesota, Toronto, Boston.
For Saturday?
Yep.
So who'd you take again real quick?
Miami, Minnesota, Toronto, Boston.
Okay, I'm going to go Carolina, Vegas.
Okay.
Toronto, Boston.
Okay.
Or no, Toronto, Seattle. Toronto, Seattle. I'm going all left side.
All right.
All left side.
Okay. And then Sunday, I'm going to go, Carolina, Vegas. I'm going to go Vegas.
Okay.
New York, FaZe, OpTic.
I'm going to go, you said Vegas?
I said Vegas, New York.
I'm going
FaZe,
Carolina,
OpTic.
Carolina, New York, FaZe, OpTic.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the predictions. I mean, it was pretty quick.
I mean, I didn't want to spend a lot of time on this because, again, I've gone over this like 3 separate times on my stream. So it's like I feel like they've already kind of seen it.
Real quick.
But this is a good first week. Like there's a lot of like
great.
It's
Friday,
a good mix.
Friday is lit, dude. Friday is lit. Also, obviously, it's a little change now. Last year it was 3 matches on Sundays. Yep. Now we have 4 matches on Sundays.
Not every Sunday.
And not every single one, but a lot of them.
It alternates.
There's 4 matches. So
it alternates.
We're going to have a lot of CDL action on the watch party, followed by the breakdown on Sunday. So definitely a bit of a longer day, so plenty of more content for all of us to enjoy. Real quick, we can talk about some of the host cities for the majors. Obviously, we have Boston, Miami, Charlotte, and Toronto.
Which one are you most excited for?
Toronto.
I
think Toronto's a fan favorite. I do think the Boston venue's great. I think Boston would have been better in like summer or spring where it's a little warmer, but I'm still excited for Boston. I don't want to hate on Charlotte too much. I haven't been to Charlotte, but just based on the other locations, it's the least I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Also you have Miami too.
Miami's gonna be dope.
The reason I'm more excited for Toronto compared to Miami is because Miami's like nefarious. Like Miami's a fucking sick city.
It's sick.
Like it's filthy. Whereas in Toronto, I feel a little more wholesome in Toronto.
Last time we went to Miami, the hotel that we pulled up to had bed bugs, blood, and poop on the bed sheets. Oh,
that place blew my ass, dude.
Yeah.
That place was awful.
And then we went to another hotel, and then we went to the Fontainebleau to spend our couple days extra.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, so 4 majors sucks. Let's speak honestly. 4 majors compared to 5 is not ideal. Would have liked to see 5 majors and then champs again. I don't really like how we reduce, I don't like how it feels like sometimes we go backwards in certain categories. And I also saw that there's potentially only 3 challengers events, so that would be unacceptable. Like the challengers need to have the same amount of events as we do pro events. So if that's true, that needs to be fixed. I don't think the challengers deserve to get shafted like that, especially if we're trying to build a consistent, solid system that is a path to pro. You have to really make strides and efforts to like make that scene thrive rather than pull back from it. So
I agree.
Like
you need to nurture. You need to nurture the roots.
That would be unacceptable. So
if you don't nurture the roots, it's eventually going to come crumbling down, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have a place for young upcoming talent to showcase their abilities.
Yeah.
And to strip opportunity away from them like that fucking sucks.
they're awarding more points to teams that perform better at the majors. So it's good to see like the actual LAN tournaments getting more weighted points as compared to online, because speaking as a former pro, like LAN Call of Duty is the best version of Call of Duty there is. Yep. Online with the servers, like I would say it's probably the closest to LAN it's ever been, but it's still not LAN. Like LAN, well, compared to like the past where there's like actual hosting, at least there's servers that make it a little better now. But like LAN is far and away the best product. Good to see that being weighted in favor of the majors.
Yeah. So we have one more segment, and let's make it quick because I actually have a call at 8:30, and I got to call my Uber. I might call my Uber right now before the show's even over.
All right.
I got to get the fuck out of here.
What's our final segment?
We've got way too early season predictions.
Yeah. Okay. So this will be fun. This will be fun to look back on because if we're right, we'll feel like fucking brain boxes. Yep. I'll ask you. How about I ask you? Actually, we're gonna discuss it. Who do you think will be in the grand finals at Champs?
I mean, OpTic and OpTic FaZe would go crazy, but I would say OpTic Toronto.
It's back on. There we go. It's muted. Wait, I was gonna say I'm saying OpTic Toronto as well.
OpTic Toronto.
I see OpTic Toronto. I'm seeing it in our future.
Yeah.
Which team will win multiple events?
FaZe.
I agree with you. Who will make the first roster change?
Out of everybody?
Yep.
LAG.
Fair pick. Hard to argue that one.
I mean,
we kind of agree on all these. Which sleeper team will make the most noise? I mean, I think Heretics.
We've already talked about this.
I think Heretics. You got Seattle.
Actually, Miami's not the chat's saying Miami's going to make the first roster change, which
because they have the 5-man roster.
They have a 5-man roster.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. It's probably the easiest for them to make a change.
Well, technically, a lot of people have a 5-man roster. People have subs.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Miami's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Smart chat.
Yeah. Well.
Sleeper team. Mine's Seattle.
Yeah, mine's Heretics.
Which top team will fall short of expectations? That's a brutal one.
That's nearly impossible to answer.
I mean, you're just picking one of the four and throwing your.
It's kind of. I don't even want to answer that because I don't think it's even like a. Because I think I'd be lying if I said the team. Like I don't actually believe it. I'd just be picking one to pick one if that makes sense.
Okay, then we don't have to answer.
I don't think any four of them are gonna like fall short. I think they're the top 4 teams, and I think it'll stay that way.
Then don't answer it.
Yeah,
we got 2 more. MVP 2024
player.
I know mine, and I actually believe this one. It's not biased.
Hydra.
You think Hydra's gonna go again?
Yep.
I think it's gonna be Dashy.
Okay. I like that.
I think it's Dashy season.
I'm gonna go. What's the final question?
2024 Rookie of the Year.
Ooh, rookies real quick. We have Abuza, Linz. Snoopy's considered one because I think he played so many minimal matches.
Borderline rookie.
Gwyn.
You could count. I guess
Are you
can
counting
count
like Lucky because he hasn't played in the CDL? Like Lucky had medals in them?
You have to.
You have to, right?
First year of the CDL. They're not rookies by any means, but...
Okay, well, I think when it comes to Rookie of the Year, you actually do have to think about how good the team is because the only way the player...
Estriel's another rookie, technically.
The only way the...
Diamond Con's not a rookie. He's been in the CDL before.
Has he?
New York, Cold War.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Diamond Con has.
He's not a rookie.
I'm going to go because I do think how good the team is matters here. Because in order for the player to shine, the team has to be somewhat sound. So, I'm between Abuza and Linz.
Abuza and Linz?
I'm going to go Linz.
I'm going to go... Abuza would be the easy one. I don't know.
I'm going Linz.
You're going Linz?
Yep.
I'm going to give you 2.
All right. That's not fair. There's only like 6 of them. Pick one, dude. Cup your balls and pick one.
I'm going to go Gwyn.
Fair.
I'm going to go Gwyn.
All right. Fair choice. Also, I think Snoopy.
I wouldn't consider Snoopy.
Too.
I wouldn't consider him a rookie though. He had experience in the league last year.
Dude, my only
problem. He didn't have as much as other rookies, maybe like Scrap. But
my only issue with Snoopy right now, and I hope he figures it out. And I could be talking out of my ass because I don't have that much knowledge on him. I feel like he can't shut it off. Like he's like
Snoopy.
Like he's always giving you first bloods. He's always aggressive. Like I haven't seen him able to camp yet. Like I haven't seen that guy just take a deep breath and chill yet. So I could be tripping. But my only worry for Snoopy is that he doesn't have any pace variation yet. He only knows how to go. And at this point in the game versus these type of teams, like you need to know when to go and when to chill. I'm not sure if he has that in his game yet.
Absolutely.
And I could be talking out of my ass, please. So That's just the way I think about it and see it right now.
Absolutely. Regular season MVP and Rookie of the Year odds, according to Bet365. So I'm guessing 5 is better odds and 11 is worse. So right now they have Celium as the best odds to win MVP at 5. Second,
that's
Abizi.
MC, dude. I'm not even gonna get going on McArthur.
Second, Abizi. Third, Draws. Fourth, Simp. All right.
Where's Hydra?
Bet365.
Was it owned by EasyMac?
Yeah. Who owns this website?
Does
Because
Zuma
that's
own,
four
does,
for
does,
4
does fucking Zuma own it? What the hell?
Oh, man. And
how-
Scrap is the first non-phase player, followed by Hydra.
They hate Hydra. Someone up there doesn't like Hydra. He just won 3 events, 1 MVP, and 1 Controller Player of the Year. They have him in 6th.
And Snoopy is the highest for Rookie of the Year.
That's
followed
fair.
by Abuza.
That's fair.
And Lynn's in 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how the fuck they're making those odds, but...
Yeah, pulling shit out of a hat.
Yeah, right? And they considered Snoopy a rookie on that website. So that kind of helps your claim.
I also consider him a rookie. I mean, he only played champs, and I think he played like 1 or 2 matches. I think Spence tweeted like the threshold for being a rookie is like 3 matches, and Snoopy was below it. So that's why Snoopy's considered a rookie. I will say it is kind of hard to actually consider him a
if he
rookie.
played a match, he's not a rookie.
That's fair.
But it's kind of like, I could see how it could be argued for sure. Yeah. But that's going to do it for our first episode of The Breakdown, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Matches start Friday. We are not sure what platform we're going to be on, but we will be live somewhere.
We'll be live somewhere. Guys, we really hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to drop some W's in the chat and show some love to the upload on YouTube if you enjoyed it. Felt good to get back in the swing of things. Excited to give you guys more official breakdowns. Once again, preseason show. I know we talked about a lot of these things prior, so sorry for repeating ourselves, but we kind of have to when we've been covering shit all
we've been covering
off season long.
That's
Let
why
us know how you felt about this setup too, because obviously it's new for us. I personally think it feels and looks better.
I like it more,
but we want to know what you guys think too. But thank you guys for the love and support. Always excited to be back. There's been a lot of negativity recently about the CDL and Call of Duty in general, but I think we can all get behind and get excited for the CDL matches, because one thing that's always kept us going are the teams, the players, and the competition. Like, no matter what the game's given us, no matter what's going on behind the scenes, like, we've always had a good Call of Duty to watch, and I'm grateful to have it back. So
absolutely,
let's get into it.
See
you guys on Friday. Well
said. I can't wait. It's going to be a long, fun season. Starts in 3 days, man.
Let's go.
I can't fucking wait.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And we got bangers week 1. It's not like
bangers.
The matches come on and they suck. We have bangers every day week 1.
Bangers.
So I'm excited. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, showing love, showing support. We appreciate you guys very much. First breakdown of the year in the books, man. It's good to be back, baby.
We'll see you guys on Friday. We'll see you guys in the stream tomorrow.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're playing Warzone.
We'll see you on
and
Warzone
Formal's
tomorrow.
Playing with us tomorrow.
Really?
It's me, you, Formal, and Nadeshot if Nadeshot's playing.
Oh, shit.
Formal wants to play, so.
Oh, shit.
We'll see if that fucking holds up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got a good crew for some Warzone tomorrow. So we'll see you guys on stream tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for tuning in again. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. And that was the first breakdown, folks.
Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.